AJ. Hello and welcome to Bogey Lanes, East Brookfield, Massachusetts. I'm Bob Lee with the Candlepin Bowling Network. We're back live again, and guess who's back in another King of the Hill? AJ Gagner, and Dan Butler will join him. Dan is getting one pin. This is an 80% handicap, and bowlers, when you're ready, start your engines. Gagner on lane 4 will be bowling first. Both bowlers off on the 3-pin. Dan's got a good look. Beautiful shot in the on the 1-2-4. The 4 falls late off the wall. First damage, and Butler will take who started with a 1-pin lead. Now leads by 3 plus his next ball. Gagner looking for his first head pin. He'll bowl first. Bowls a switch at 5. Gagner coming in with a 98 average. Blows the strike out. 8 in the pit, 2 on the deck. As Butler fills with 7. You watched our King of the Hill last night. You saw Gagner was the reigning champion in. Nice bid, Butler. Butler's going to be told me he's moving to Carolinas soon. We'll be leaving us behind here in Massachusetts. Big Candlepin fanatic. Last time he was down there in the south, he pulls 10 and 27 through 2. AJ 18 and the next 2 balls off his strike. Turn. AJ with his handicap, hitting 17 pins, ended up throwing a 111, and a 122 for a 3-string total of 361. That's with a handicap, though. He came in 4th position. Dan, coming in as a 96 handicap, getting 19 pins, ended up throwing a 120, 121, and a 90, and a 113 with handicap for a 354. He was in 5th. 6 on the fill for Gagner. Butler clears everything on the left, leaves 10 pin. So Gagner at 24, trails by 3. The 2 have exchanged marks. Dan with a spare in the first, Gagner with a strike. Gagner ends up taking 6, and he'll give back 3 more. So it's 36-30 after 3. Butler on your left is the leader. Gagner, you can see his name on his back, finds the head pin full. Nice ball and very similar outcome. Less the 7-pin for Butler. It's a kind of tough splitty house. Nice bid. Gagner has a strike, but he's came right back with a 6 and now a 7. Gives those pins right back. And he gives 1 more back in that exchange, so it's now 44-37, a 7-pin lead, including the handicap. Dan Butler on your left, AJ Gagner. Last 6 out of the 3-hole. Butler finds the 3-hole and washes out 4. Third ball here, and Gagner takes 9. If you haven't seen last night's Putnam Street Lanes King of the Hill, you should watch it. He had a nice matchup with Tim Brayton. worth watching. I'm not going to give a spoiler right now. It's on right now on the Facebook Candlepin Bowling Network channel that you're watching right now. Bowler switch size. Butler leading by 9, 55 to 46. One of those pins a handicap pin. Everything else is scratch. Butler had a spare. A 10, 9, 8, and a 10. Taking the lead with pinning. Gagner had a strike. Also had an 8, 6, 7, and 9. All right, that time Gagner gets the better on the pinning battle. Closes to 8, 55 for Gagner, 63 for Butler. Butler bowling next. Comes across. Gagner right on the head pin again. Splits him similar to, in reverse to what he had in the first half. Butler's going to be open. This one's pretty when it goes. Aren't they all? Not this time. Hey, and a good 10. Butler winning the pinning battle, like I said. Picks up another 3 there. Uh-oh. Our speed gun's running out of batteries here. None of you guys have C batteries in your car, do you? All right, Butler time. Got a 27 out of Butler. Gagner, Ed. Not sure that was working. It looked like a 27. Ran out of batteries. So. All right. Butler on his object again. Had a four-way. It's a C. Take C batteries if you have them. If you have them, that'd be awesome. I need 2. Burn through those like water. Butler with a 9 again is a 3-object 9. Gagner gets one better on him. So through 8, it is 81-72, a 9-pin lead for Butler. Butler started with a spare. Gagner followed in the second with a strike. And it's been pinning for the most part. Butler actually filled with 7 and Gagner 6. Oh, that's a foot foul. And we have working foul lights here, and they go to work as Gagner steps 1 inch too far. On the reset. Very few houses still have working foul lights. Bogey is one of them, though. I was bringing forth on lanes 1 through 8 at least for the tournaments. This will be AJ's second ball. On the head pin. That would have been a fine spare, but he splits them up. And Butler takes 8. 4 splits for Butler. 2 for Gagner, plus his strike. And the lead is 10 going into the 10th and final box, 90-80. Butler takes out the left side, really a 4 horseman minus the 10 pin, 3 pinner, 1, 2, 4. That's a half Worcester remaining for Gagner. Butler's on it, spare when he needed it. That's gonna be hard to beat. Gagner must make this, and he won't. So Gagner goes down. Okay. Oh, well, thank you. We'll get enough juice to time the next, each bowler once. I'll get one speed shot on each bowler. So that was an 89 for AJ. And Butler beats his average with a 107. He beat his average by, I believe, 11 in that one. Dan will continue. Yeah, he's coming in as a 96, so that was an 11 pin gain on his average. Yeah. Now Chris LaFreniere threw a 121 to qualify in his third. He was I was in the qualifiers with these gentlemen. I'm carrying my 111 millis average. I could not meet it. Hit 13 objects in a row and one spare in one set. What's the diff? He's going to probably enter. Phillip Clough is the host today's. This is a long-standing King of the Hill, but it's been dormant for about a year plus. And what do we have? About 16 qualifiers? 16 in the qualifiers? All right, so this is Chris LaFreniere. We've seen a lot of him at Spare Time King of the Hills recently. Saw a little bit of him at, I saw him on one of the placards for Putnam Street King of the Hill. He qualified out there recently. Bowls out of Agawam. Has also well known for having fused discs in his back. And a lot of pain on when he bowls. He's been tearing it up though this season. I've seen him well above his average. So Dan is getting 9. Let's see what Chris. Looks like he had a
7.
Yeah, I know he had a 121. 107.
339 scratch.
A 339 scratch. Good off of his 108 average. Comes in on the left side, leaves a Caleri. Butler on the thin side. He's crossing over. LaFreniere with a 4-step approach right on his object, clears everything but the 10. Butler on it. It's gone. Starts with a spare again. He started and finished the last match with the spares. On his way to a 107 victory over A.J. Gagner. That was in the channel. And that'll be a 9. And remember, Dan starts with 9 on the handicap. Chris is 12 pins as a 12-pin higher average, and we're playing, I believe an 80% or 85% handicap here today. Okay, LaFreniere left one in the deep sea there. Good fill. Another 17 to start for Butler, and the balls are not coming back on lane 4. It's the universal sign language when you see a bowler doing a hand jive like that. That means he doesn't have any balls to play with. And the winner of this match will go against Rackus, whose first name is Shawn Rackus with an AWN. That's right. Shawn, we have Lane. Tell us about yourself over here. Rackus. You bowl out of bogey? Yeah. Okay. And what's your average now? 98. 98. Okay. And how'd you bowl in the qualifier? Pretty good. Well, I'm Bob, by the way, from the Candlepin Bowling Network. I should introduce myself. I couldn't get my average here, so I'm watching. Here comes some balls. I think. Evidently the balls were piled up in a jam. So where we last left it, second ball in the second box. These are Dan was our number 5 qualifier. Chris, our number 3. Shawn Rackus, we were just talking to a minute ago. Waiting in the wings, number 2, and number 1 was Luke Marvin. Threw something outrageous in the first, in the 130. Okay, good ball. LaFreniere just peels off a couple. The second spare in a row will not fall for Butler, and so he'll take aim at 10. That'll end up being a 7. And a 3-pin gain. Now 36 to 16. That's 20, if my math is correct. 20-pin lead. Dan Butler, a 96 average, getting 9 pins and taking 10. Okay, that's what it vaporizes. The pin's on number 4. Like Gagner before him. Uses the strike ball to try to strike back against Butler. Now Butler's waiting for his balls. Here they come. Here they come. Candlepin bowlers use 4 balls. And they sometimes jam in piles in the corner, so 3 of them will be stuck back there. Swung that one out a little right. Let's see if we can get the speed gun working for Chris's next ball. I'm estimating he's at around 34. Let's see. Four-step approach, and battery would not give me a shot. How about that? 9 on the first fill ball, though. LaFreniere looking for a spare on strike, but takes just 9 on the fill. Butler wanted to hit the tip of that piece in front of the front. Okay. Actually, I got a 37 if the battery was working. 37 for LaFreniere on that last pitch. All right. So through 4, it is 54 to 44. LaFreniere doesn't make the spare, but he cut the lead in half. Back on the head pin, 3 in a row. Beautiful balls, and that the 5 and the 10 fell late. The wood's laying way out in front. That's about 4 feet in front of that 7 pin in the back. It looks like it just has to nudge it a little bit to the left, or spin it straight back. Yeah, when it turned perpendicular and went right past the 7 pin. And well, speaking of 7 pins, Butler, good bid, can't get his. All right, that's 9. Butler will gain 1 here. And they'll switch sides. LaFreniere with a 53, Butler with 64. 9 of those from his handicap. It's basically a 55-53 half. An 11-pin lead in the match for Butler. That one hit the left side of the 2-4 pocket. LaFreniere back again. That's 4 in a row, right in the heart of the 1-3 pocket. It could have been a 4-bagger, and it ends up being a 9-drop or 2. No, nothing went, but that was a 10 for Butler. All right, so 74-63 Butler. LaFreniere has 2 fill balls, so expect this lead to shrink down into small single digits. LaFreniere on it. Nope. Decided to give the head pin a rest there. He has 2. Doesn't need to hit the head pin with every ball. Oh, why did the 5 stand? Everything around it went. Okay, that's 6 in the fill. The lead is down to 5. And Butler takes 10. Remember, he got way out into the lead with a pinning against Gagner in his first. Great out. And Chris only gives 1 back. 84-78. Butler on your right in green. You can see the scores ahead. Hi, Greg Packer. The red marks you see, Greg, above on the first balls, those are all splits. So Dan has 4 splits. Chris has he really didn't have a split. It ended up being a 9-drop. I just recorded it as an 8-drop split. On the Caleri, and no luck on 8. Butler needing pins, gets one of them. All right, that's a 7 in the 8th. He's at 82. LaFreniere, he gets that 10, picks up 3 there. Now the lead is 91 to 88. Through 8. We got 2 boxes ahead of us. Butler, 96 average. Throwing a 27-mile-an-hour ball. Really, and had decent accuracy up till there. LaFreniere ended a streak of 4 sharp head pins in a row. Looking to get back on it here. He's in it. Splits it. That was a little fuller than the 4 previous. He gets good pins out of it. But he's got to make up 3 pins. He can do it by pinning. If he can clobber the pins on the right, he also has a chance at a ricochet on that 7. Let's see. He ricochets it. He gets it. He got the wood to connect on the left side. He saw it. He's a student of the game. 10 for Butler. Big pins there for him. All right, 101 to 98. Butler with the lead. He throws first. He's the lower seed. It's the last box. Looking to move up on the ladder. Butler got to think he's got to be thinking spare here. Washes out 4 and 2. LaFreniere on the head pin, and he's got a strike on spare. Takes the lead, and that makes this a must. Makes spare, and Butler will go down, number 5 seed. Ends up finishing 4th in the ladder today. Bill, is there money for 4th? Is there money for the top 3 or 4? Top 3. So just out of the money. Sorry, Dan. And LaFreniere filling his strike. Grabs 8. Gonna wait for that pin to move away, and then that'll be a 126. LaFreniere showing he's still got it. His back is fused, but his mind is sharp. Nice job, sir. Let's go back over the 126. Started with a 10 and a 7. Oh, in this one, the 2 strike. That's right, you didn't. You strike, 9 drop, and then another 9 drop. Those, and then another strike. Where's it? It said you had a 7 split. Yeah, that's right. You split the 7. You took a little break off of the head pin, and then you came back with a strike. Anyway, 126. And LaFreniere will advance against Shawn Rackus. Now, our tournament director, Phillip Clough, you see the top of his head, is entering the handicaps. This is rung 3 of the ladder. We have no sovereign here, this King of the Hill. So number 1 seed is Luke Marvin. I've seen him warm. I saw him last night, right at the Putnam Street. Were you at Putnam Street last night? No, okay. We met. You look really familiar to me too, and I go to a lot of bowling alleys, but. Last year, yes, I did. Probably, which is here. Oh yeah. Canal's my new home house. I'm moving west. I live near Boston now, and I'm moving out to Chester, Massachusetts, near Southampton. Yeah, enjoying that. Our Wednesday league has started. So we got a handicap. 8 pins. Rackus is getting 8. We're gonna bowl another string. So, Luke, you want to join me here and help me? So, what did Shawn get in the first?
Shawn bowled.
So he's a 98 average. He's on the head pin with his first ball.
He bowled a 94, a 111, and a 131.
All right. Oh, big 131.
Yep. What's that triple?
That's 42 minus 6 is going to be a 36, 336 scratch, and then but he's only a 98. Okay. Chris LaFreniere just threw a 126 back in the head pin and splits things up 3 ways. That was a 5-6 that Rackus. Very slim chances on those. Good action, but nothing touches the 7. So Rackus will take 9. Trying to pick one of those off here. He does. A 10. So Rackus, who is getting 8 pins, has a 17 to 10 lead. So it's a 7-pin lead after the first. Rackus takes it well behind his back. It's a lot of side spin on that ball. LaFreniere in the pocket leaves the dreaded 5, 7, 8, 9. Those are usually strike balls that turn into. Okay, nice pickup for Rackus on his second split in a row. Another good bid from LaFreniere. He's 5 for 5 on his objects. Make it 6 for 6. Just gets a pair of 10s. You can see, if you're seeing on the scoreboard, you see the red circles around his 2 splits. You see red circles around Shawn's 2 splits, but he converted on one of them. You see our speed gun working. So last inch of battery, 32-mile-an-hour pitch. Rackus, he fills with 5. Stretches his lead up to 12. LaFreniere and Rackus both decided to take a break from throwing perfect object balls. This is really good bowling. Bogey Lanes is a tough house. It's comparable to Norwood in my opinion. I bowl at Norwood, which is closing in the next few weeks. Rackus takes a 7. Bowled this morning at 6 strings at Millis. My average there was 112 for the day, and I only managed 318 over here, so I averaged 106. That's a 6-pin difference. If I was bowling as well, most places. Great balls of fire! Rackus with he's got 2 nominal. That one wasn't technically a split. The 110 is not recorded as a split on the screen above, but making it involved a perfect combo. So he's got 2 spares, and he's now standing at 41 plus this ball. Make that a 48, 56 with the handicap. 56 to 38, an 18-pin lead. LaFreniere back on the object and is set back. That's the 5, 6, 10. Wow! 3 split pickups for Rackus. Rackus, we got a 131 to qual in his last string. He's hot. Just a what is a 98 average? LaFreniere pinning well. He ended up with 4 10s in that set. If you see the graphic, it says wanted $15,000. So I don't know what that means exactly. Rackus has a fill ball in his hand and a lead of 8 plus that ball. Is that right? No, he has a lead of 18 plus that ball. The scoreboard has not recorded his 10 from the spare. Another beauty and the 10-pin falls. 9-drop. Remember, LaFreniere just threw a 126. He's more than capable of coming back here. So he had 4 10s and an 8 in the first half. And that's another pickup. All right, Rackus, who's making his living on splits. He made 5. He had 5. I would call that 6 splits because his 1-7 was split up too. But he converted 3 of them for spares. So through 6, the score now 79 to 58. 21 pin lead minus this ball coming up. LaFreniere just left of his object, kicked the 6 pin in the back. It doesn't fall. Butler leaves the N. That one is the 5-9-6-10. You draw a line through it, it makes an N. LaFreniere on the post bid. Chops the head pin. There's 5 on the fill though. He is now down to 16. 79 to 63 through 6 complete. LaFreniere looking for pins. Takes 2 of them. Leaves 2. And he gives 1 more pin to Shawn Rackus in yellow on your left. Piece of deadwood flies forward. There's water in that cup. All right, the orange pin is in front. That means LaFreniere gets a buck from the house if he strikes it. If it's league night, it's not league night, but Candlepin for Cancer. Candlepin Bowling Network will throw it in. Oh well, no buck for Chris, but look at that spinning ball. Rackus throwing 32 miles an hour. Does a lot of damage with that action. The ball's really working here. Maybe that's what you need to do here at the Bogey is get the ball moving. Rackus picks up the spare. That's his 4th, and he's at 90 and a ball scratch. As LaFreniere takes another 10. That is his fifth 10. He had 4 in the first half. And 1 here in the 8th. So 98 to 81 plus the bonus ball coming on lane 3 from Shawn Rackus in yellow. LaFreniere a little bit thinner than his series of beautiful head pins. Both bowlers on the head pin. Shawn is really earning this one. Up until there. That was the easiest spare leave he had. He made the 3 splits and the 9 drop. But he missed the 2-pinner with wood in front of it. He laughed. He smiled. He could afford to smile. He's got a big lead. Already at 106. Through 8, and it's for that'll be an 8. 114, including his 8 pins in the handicap. He needs a double plus, double with a big third ball to the 10th box. LaFreniere, who threw 4 near strike balls in a row a minute ago, throws the best ball he's got. He's throwing 37 miles an hour, right in that heart. And he's matched every step of the way. Shawn Rackus has shown why he qualified second. Nope. LaFreniere will finish third, and he's in the money. Phil, do you know what third place money is? $41. Okay, congratulations, Chris LaFreniere. That was a 100 after his 126. He would have needed, even with the 126, he would have fallen. That ended up being actually, that was a 123 with the handicap, so he could have taken it with he needed the 126. Final score in the third run of the ladder: Shawn Rackus 123, Chris LaFreniere 100, and he will advance against Luke Marvin. Now Luke's average is.
Hey, young lady. What's that? Luke, what lane? That sounds like one of mine.
So, Chris, do you know anything about Luke?
No, I don't know.
All right, I could use a co-announcer here. Oh yeah.
He works here.
He works here. Okay, I thought so. I thought I saw him back there.
I don't know how many now.
Introduce yourself first.
Hi, my name is Jonathan Hitchcock. From 1971 to 1988, we owned and operated this.
Okay.
J Path Lanes.
Ah, yes, I've heard of it. And so Luke looks very young.
Very young. He took off a few weeks. He had a little bit of a sore arm, but he's got a beautiful extension on his backswing, a nice fast ball with a lot of spin on it. He's fun to watch.
Yeah. And he just look at his qualifying scores in a second. It's like a 4-step approach.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Shawn Rackus, both bowlers off. First ball. Okay, look a little off. Rackus is throwing 33.
Both of these guys come in from the left, so they have a lot of spin on them.
Yeah, Luke's getting his ball up to 39 out of his hand. Well, it figures to be about 36 at the head pin. If you're more familiar with one of the lanes that shoots the speed, they usually shoot the speed at the head pin. But 39 is up. That's a pro speed. That's a nice. That's all the speed you want. There we go. So Rackus, who's getting 3 pins is the difference here, right? So it's 3 pins for Rackus, and it's now 12-6. Rackus had a 9 and Luke a 6 in the first, and that was a blocker. He had about a quarter of the pin to aim at there, and it won't go. Rackus almost clears that washout split. All right, Luke now at 16 through 2. Rackus with a 9. He's at 18. Getting 3 pins, so it's a 5-pin lead in the match, 21-16. We'll try to keep track of just the handicap score from now on. Back. I guess a little bit full on that one. He managed to split it. Now Rackus. Great ball. Oh my goodness. That was the 2, 4, 7, and 6. Luke matches him, but it's too late for the spare. Great 10 though. 31-26 for Rackus, plus the next ball on lane 3. Marvin lets a lemon drop go. And Rackus throws a strike on spare. All right, Luke finds the head pin, and the 5, the 8, and the 9 fall behind it. But he does well to get a 9 out of that. After the lemon drop and the split, he's at 35 through 4. Rackus at 48 plus 2 balls and his 3-pin handicap. Basically at 51 and a ball in the 4th. Luke resets. The tooth was missing. New set looks full. It is. And there he goes. A little bit wild. Rackus with 4 on his first field ball. Ooh. First place today will be for $104. Second place is 63. We had a good turnout today for this revival of the Bogey King of the Hill. Wow! Spare on strike. And I think Rackus saying, I'm ready to be crowned. Luke says, I still got 5. Is it 2 strings? Okay. 15 boxes to go though. Lead now, 19 and a ball. Rackus has built himself a sandwich with spare bread and strike meat. A couple 20 boxes. Just 3 on that fill, and there. Don't count out Marvin. Spare in the 6th. Okay, now it's Rackus facing down 6 pins. Oh, there's going to be a high-low jack. It'll be right following this 2-string match. We're going to have a high-low jack for $44.
$28 for both of 2022.
Yeah, so the last King of the Hill was in 2022. Okay, I think I was probably there. All right. Rackus off the head pin again, but gets a good lead. This time the 1, 9, and 10 as Marvin fills with just 2. He's at 54 through 6 complete. Trailing in the match by 28. Is that right? Yeah. 28-pin lead. Good out there. Cuts the lead back 1. Now 90-63 for Rackus in yellow. He's got very cool looking sideburns on him. Back on the head pin. He has been making the most out of the delivery. lot of right to left action on his ball. So he takes the ball way back behind him and he swings it out and he's connecting beautifully. That is his fourth mark with a spare in the eighth. There's 3 spares and a string. That's the Marvin ball. Both bowlers to 10. Rackus with the fill ball adds 4 to that lead, so it's 31. 104 to 73 through 8. Well, 20. Spread eagle, and he splits one within the eagle. He pokes out at the 6. King of the Hill, Bogey Lanes here. Rackus looking to clean up, gets 8 out of that spread eagle. It only gives away 2. That's a good exchange for him. So now 112 to 83. Lead is 29. 29. Yep. Rackus is back on the headpin. Gets the left side to fall. The 2 looked like it was giving him a fight. Now his right to left ball. He's going to make it. He does it. He's got control. He rode the rail down to the 10 pin and has his 5th mark. We're bowling 2 strings for the king. We'll reign the first king of the hill here at Bogey since summer of 22. Okay, that was a quarter Worcester. He can breathe easy though. He just threw a 120 and he's getting 3 pins. So a 123 to 92 lead. That's 31 pins. Baskin Robbins, 31 flavors. Plenty of time for Luke Marvin though. As soon as I started talking about the lead, Bill reminded me it's 2 strings here, as it is at Putnam Street. The king, and it's fair time. 2. Hey, the 6th mark in the 2-string final. Shawn Rackus. Bowling for $104 in today's pot. Second place will take 63. Plus there's a high-low jack. With $44 for the top competitors. Marvin had to sit down and wait while bowlers 5, 4, 3, and 2 battled it out. Got a little wild today. Looking over Marvin's qualifying scores. Yeah, he had a 125, 118, 101. 3-string total of 396, including his handicap. Marvin is a 102. A really good day today for him. He's now at trailing in the second by 8, and overall by 39 today. Actually, he's trailing by 11, so overall it is 42 right now, the difference. Wow. A lot of control on that ball, Shawn Rackus. Showing how it's done here at Bogey. Okay, 40 miles an hour on that pitch for Marvin. Rackus been 32 and 33 all day, but with so much actions. Beautiful pick there. Marvin's second spare. Rackus still looking at 5 pins. Sleeper back behind the horseman. Gets the sleeper and the head pin. Boom! How about a 9 fill now? Marvin doesn't want to, will not yield yet. Rackus right on it again. Beautiful ball, but this time splits. It's a triangle 4. Marvin can't connect. Rackus goes for the wood. For something to hop there. Marvin takes 10. That's going to be a 51.5. They'll switch sides now. And Rackus cleans up for a 54.5 scratch. He's leading by 6 in the second half and by 37 overall. Rackus crossed over onto the 2-4. Marvin with a foot foul. Has to reset that Leary. Saw the red light on the... Rackus just looking for pins now. Down to the last 5. This is the last quarter. It's a little bit wild. And that's an 8 after the foul and the split. 61-59. Scratch. Rackus leads by 5 in the string and 36. Luke Marvin, an employee here at Bogey Lanes. Right on the head pin, splits spread eagle. That's 3 spread eagles today in 3 strings here. It's on the head pretty frequently. Not what you want. Facing in the final 4 boxes, a 36-pin deficit. Nice 10 there. A little aid from the spinning pin. Rackus 74-66 in the string, leading by 39. Just looking for 8s and 9s now. Great ball. Oh, nice. Puts a 3rd spare here. He had 5 marks in the first. On his way to a 123. Rackus is reaching for the crown. Sizing it up. It's not his yet. Bill ball of 5. And without a strike here, that will do it. The lead is now over 40 pins. And Luke is open, so congratulations to Shawn Rackus. Finishes with 9 in the 9th at 95. Scratch. Luke takes 10. He had a 92 in the first. He's gonna need a 16 drop here. Let's search for that. get over 100. He's a 102 average. Rackus already over his average. Well, even with the 2, he's sitting at 97. There it is. 102 plus 3 pins. Rackus is the new king in the Second Republic. I don't know. Do republics have kings? El Presidente. Congratulations. Yeah, Shawn Rackus. Winner of $104 plus 60 plus a bid at the high-low jack. Phil's going to go back and set up the 1-7-10. We're going to hold it right here as the top. You get a shot, Chris, at the high-low jack, or
I think so. I think the
top 3? Okay.
This is the first one, so is it like $12
Yeah.
in there?
Oh no, there's $44 in the pot. It was left over from 2022, so it's been inflation took a bite out of it. I've been keeping it's 20% total net inflation since 2019, so probably half of that. We'll say anyway, it's $44 today. Ryan Drago, take care. And Phil punching out all the pins. All right, lane 4 is ready. I think he's going to hang out back there because I know we have three guys shooting for it. We'll see. LaFreniere ready. He's wearing his shoes. I don't think he get warm-ups before the high-low jack. Oh no, they're saying Shawn goes first because he gets the first bid at the $44. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, bowling for gas. Bowling for gas money for the week is not a bad. That'd be a decent show for the Candlepin Bowling Network. I saw it $2.99. Oh, what a bid! Oh, Shawn! Good, you got a lot of spin on your ball, man. That's. Yep.
You didn't make it.
And okay, now Chris doesn't he have to reset the pins? $44 on the line. The high-low jack. Hey, Shawn, congratulations. What town do you live in?
Right next door.
In North Brookfield. Yeah, I think I seen you here in the background at Steve Reno's tournament.
Yeah,
Beautiful. Nice. A lot of spin. You're throwing 32 miles an hour with the spin of a fastball. Absolutely. Okay.
Shawn, great job.
And then-
$104.
There you go. That's more than gas money. We'll see more of you. All right, good for you. Good for you. Well, for Candlepin Bowling Network, Phil Clough and Bogey Lanes, congratulations to Shawn Rackus and we'll see you later on the lanes.